Hello, my people. Today we are asking the question: did the police or detective use a controversial means or method to nail these our four brothers accused of drug dealing or convicted of drug dealing? You may say that in UK. When you look at the method, this policeman or detective, private detective, or people responsible for the, you know, agency responsible for the drug, crimes. When you look at the method they used to, capture these our four brothers, people might say that is a controversial method they use because, these brothers were convicted of dealing with the herbal cannabis, you know, the weeds. This started from Ghana. They said these people, their major connection or their means, their product is coming to UK through Ghana. So what they did is that they package it with, as you see in these pictures, they packaged this herbal cannabis with Gary cassava end product we call Gary in Africa, processed cassava product. They bag them together, like it's a cassava flour, something like that. They bag them together with this herbal cannabis. And according to the story, the police said that they were tipped off by the people in Ghana. The police in Ghana tipped them off that there's stuff suspicious, or real that is contained in this product and is coming into UK. You might ask, why didn't they just stop it from coming into UK? Why didn't they just nip it in the bond, not to allow it to come into UK? But another question is that if it didn't come, they will not be able to cut off these individuals from this kind of business they are doing or accused of doing. But let's circle back to the method they use. What they say when this product arrived in UK, what they did is that they replace it, the product, and they tracked it. They put a tracking system and the product they replace it with, and they send it to the address that the shipment is supposed to, get. And this is how all this thing unravels. How they cut these people. But when you look at this method, you don't really cut them with the rest of. You replace it. So people might say that there's no the evidence. There's no sufficient evidence to nail these people, because we understand that police, they are like false prophets. They say, "Believe me, because God told me this." That's what false prophet does, and police normally want people to believe them. Because I heard that this is the evidence they presented to the jury about these our brothers that are being convicted of this kind of crime. And they say the street worth of this herbal cannabis is around 4.3 million pounds, which is a big money. And you ask yourself, is these people doing is it really true that this is worth 4 or they just use the figure to convince these people? Because by the end of the day, the jury is that convicted these people. They didn't see this; they just see pictures, they trust that what the police are telling them is true. And most of the time, we trust that what they're saying is true. But sometimes they will betray our trust. You know what I mean? And for them to send something else, the people didn't receive their product, which means if they have a good lawyer, they can argue. And when you even look at the case, how they sentenced our brothers, you see that there's something fishy about it. If they're really involved in this and they start giving them like 2 years, 3 years imprisonment. You know what I mean? This is a life sentence. If this herbal cannabis is worth 4.3 million pounds, and two of these convicted drug offenders, they ran away. They took to Ben Johnson. They didn't come to court, for the sentencing, and they got the harshest sentence because the judge, because he was angry that these people didn't turn up, and I don't understand why they ran away. You cannot run away from justice in this country. You know what I mean? You cannot run away. They will still catch you one day. And now, because they ran away, the judge gave them high sentences, harsh sentence, 10 years and 7 years for the two that left, But the other two that came to court, they got a light sentence, like 2-3 years imprisonment, which is nothing to compare to 10 years, you know what I mean? Sometimes, as I say, why do you run away like a coward? And I believe that if they have a good lawyer, they would have even not get this kind of sentence. If they are doing business of money, they should be able to afford this to get a good lawyer to argue them. But not that I'm supporting what they did, if they actually did it. This is not something I support. You know what I mean? We see the impact of this kind of substance abuse in the community and people's life. This messes people up. So any person that is involved doesn't have my sympathy. But I'm just trying to go with the justice. You know what I mean? Let's even if these people claim that they're bad, let's know that what you're saying about them are true. Because drug use or drug dealing is bad. It's against the law. It's even against humanity because people use this drug and to mess up their life. They have messed up many lives, you know what I mean? So people shouldn't be doing stuff like this. Thank you for watching. Peace.